All right, we're live. Live from New York. It's Saturday Night Live. All right. Still no baby. Slept in this morning. Gets caught up on some sleep. Did wake up at like 5:30. I'm like, gosh, should I do a live stream today? I wasn't planning on potentially trading today because it's a holiday week and market's moving kind of weird. So right now, let's see if I can adjust this here. Okay. Looks like market is moving really slow. All right, let's see if we would have had. So we're sitting at the VIX, or the VXN, VIXN, which is similar. It's the volatility index specifically for the NASDAQ. Is at 19, a little bit better than the other day. It was like 18, so that's good. Let's go down to the 1 second time frame and see if our strategy would have been a winner today. Okay, it looks like it would have been a winner. Very little drawdown, straight up profit. That's a bummer. Bummer, dude. Would have got in somewhere around here. Would have got out somewhere around here. Drawdown, it probably would have moved it right around there. And it would have went straight into profit with very little pullback, very little pullback. Would have been a very clean trade. So the market would have opened up down here. Would have been just working its way up, a little pullback. Signal here. Get in. A little bit of dilly-dallying. And then right to profit. Oh well, let's see what the strategy. Yep, so that's a winner. And let's see what the profit curve looks like now for the strategy. Well, that's loading. If you're going to get a funded account with Apex Trader Funding, use code TIM, T-I-M, for the best deals. It's 80% off right now, which is like a 50K account is only like $38, and then lifetime activation fee is $140. So less than $200. All in all, you have some massive leverage you're working with. But it's nice because you first just pay the $37 until you pass the evaluation, and then you pay the activation fee after you pass the evaluation. If you don't pass the evaluation, then you can retake it for an additional $37 until you pass it. Okay, so it looks like we're kind of still in this downward movement here. It's because my risk to reward profit is less than 1-to-1. So for every winner, it's $400, but every loser is $600. So even though from here to here, it's been 50%, so anyways. Something to think about. What else? Okay, so that's why it kind of looks kind of funky over here. where that's why it looks a little, we're kind of in a downward trajectory when it should be flat or potentially up if we had a higher winning, higher winning rate or higher risk to reward rate. So anyways, today still would have been a winner. Tomorrow's 4th of July, also a half day. Probably not going to trade. Just going to sit it out. Even though today was a winner, tomorrow, hopefully a winner too. Kind of comes back down to that volatility index. Really want to see that above 20 to get some good movement going. So, something to think about. I need to readjust this. All right. So that's what we're looking at with that. Still have the Apex Funded Trader account. Got a proof of the payout. I haven't checked my bank account to see if I actually hit my bank account yet, but they said to give 3 to 5 business days. So today would have been a winner. Would have been very little stress. There would have been a little bit of pullback here, kind of dilly-dallying, but more stress would incur here. And then, of course, anything down here. But good trajectory, good movement. That would have been a minute almost. That would have been a really long trade. 40 seconds. All right. All right. So that's where we are there. Currently in the market. Let's do a little trader recap. Here's our, look at that Swiss cheese, man. Okay, so there's a channel that we drew. It stayed in that channel for quite a while. Look at the little fake out right there. Look at that fake out right there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that channel. So then we had this, look at this, down, closed. I mean, that's just for entertainment purposes. If you would have gotten in, say, like right here, this hour chart. Okay, I mean, you could have potentially scalped, you know, a confident 10 points off of that break. If you're willing to. Have around $22 pullback room, right? Top of that candle is your stop loss, and then take profit down here. I mean, if you do a 1-to-1, would we have hit a 1-to-1? Yeah, I'm going to just hit a 1-to-1 at 19 and a half points. I mean, that's a nice little break there, but then it quickly turned around, so you gotta be careful with that. Some people, they look at these little fake outs and like, okay, well, we're gonna wait for the fake out because the market likes the fake out. So we're gonna look for the bull flag. I think in my previous video I said bear flag, but it's the bull flags go up, bulls go up, bears go down. bull flag, break to the upside. I mean, look at that. Ugh. Is that market open too? But that's 5 a.m., 6 a.m. continuation. It's a pretty good movement this morning here. Total of 200 points up. Currently 166 points up from 6 a.m. That's a nice move. Imagine riding that wave, because this break right here, potentially, you could have said, okay, if this is a fake out, I'm buying back when it's back in the channel here. So you potentially could have bought, right here when it closes back in the channel. And then put your stop loss. If you can handle a 60-point stop loss, or just maybe 40 point. Most people cannot handle a 40-point stop loss. Or you just have a short stop loss. Just say, I'm willing to go 15 points stop loss, or even 10 points. Look at that. 10 points. Like, okay, I'll risk 10 points, see what happens. Boom. And then maybe you sell at the first red candle, which is right here. 164 points. You would have had to have weighed out a lot of movement over 3 hours, 4 hours. But that is a serious movement there. What is that? 61, 64. All right, we gotta make this video short, people. 164 times 20, which is 164 points, $20 a point. That would have been $3,280 move with just one contract. You do 2 contracts, looking at it as $6,500 move. Pretty sweet. Other than that, what do we got for the 1 minute chart on the day? There's the first 15. This would have been a perfect entry after the 15-minute range. This actually generated a signal right there, which is a good signal. But to play it even safer, you look at the break, and then you look at this little flag formed right here. Look at something like that. Right there. Closes above it. Get in. You also get confirmation from this signal. Boom. Ride that puppy. So that would have been, let me see, the stop down here. You can do a 1-to-1. 29 points. You would have had to wait through all this dilly-dallying here. Or if you didn't have any patience, you could get out, with like 10 points or something. Didn't want to break against you. Or get out after this runner move, or the first candle after that runner move. First red candle, which would be like right here. So exit after the first red candle. Get 41 points. Jeez. Better than a 1-to-1. If you want to play it really tight, then you put the stop loss down here. You're only risking about 10 points. That's nice. It's a great move. 4-to-1. You need a very low winning rate to have if you have a 4-to-1 ratio. It was like 25 25% win rate or something like that. Anything greater than 25% win rate is a winner. Is a winning strategy. All right. All right. So again, don't know if I'll be on tomorrow morning. Like, comment, subscribe. 0 comments. Use code TIM at apextraderfunding.com to get the best discounts. Have a happy 4th of July if you are celebrating. Hopefully you are. And see you tomorrow. Peace.